If we're being guided by our source or higher self, then how do we recognize that guidance? Less than 10% of who we are incarnates into the physical world, and the other 90% stays behind in non-physical to guide us, which means we are never alone. Even when we think we are, there's always our non-physical family guiding us towards something that feels better and better. Hi, I'm Gail Marie from Six Dimensions of Healing, and I've been a spiritual counsellor for over 22 years, helping women from all over the world feel empowered. Now remember to press the subscribe button and like this video. You can also follow along on Facebook. We have some great stuff happening there too. The link's below. Also, share this video with somebody who's looking for their spiritual soulmate or their purpose. We all want someone to be happy. We call it our higher self, and that's quite an accurate description because your guidance has the clarity that you don't have from where you're standing right now. It has a much broader perspective from which to gain information. It has a bird's eye view and can see the past, the present and the future. And while it has all this information, we as physical human beings don't need it all right now. Not all at once, anyway. To access all that information, when we do need it, we just need to be connected. Just as the internet can't download to the computer if you aren't connected, your higher self can't communicate the information you need if you aren't connected too. Your higher self carries the wisdom of hindsight and can see all the opportunities that will ever present themselves. If you as a human being were to have all of these choices, it would be like standing at the entrance to a place with all the largest buffets on earth under one roof and wondering what the hell you're going to eat. And you may think you can get through it all, but you can't, not in one sitting anyway. Most likely you would eat very little as the choices would be just too overwhelming. And that's the burden your higher self carries for you. All those choices, all those opportunities. But of course, it's not a burden to Source, as your wisdom only downloads a dish at a time as they become available for you to eat. So you're only at one buffet at a time. It's much more manageable, more delicious, and much more enjoyable. No matter what you call them, be it guides, source energy, God, or higher self, it always has your best interests at heart. And you know this wisdom because it feels great. It feels exciting and joyous and loving. You exude happiness. And this is your indicator of connection. And because of this, you as the computer are connected to the internet and your opportunities can be downloaded. Now, you may think this is all pre-planned, that you don't have your own thoughts if all those opportunities are already there for you, but you do. You have a lot of choice, and your choices determine the opportunities that are opened up to you. That's called your purpose, and believe it or not, your purpose changes through your life. It grows as you do, and the opportunities that are presented to you change with your growth. For instance, it would be no use giving a baby a computer. The baby wouldn't be able to use it and would get bored and cry because it wanted something to play with. The appropriate opportunity for the baby would be things that would allow it to grow and expand. So as a mother, you buy toys to do this. Now, your higher self isn't your mother, and it's not giving you toys. Well, sort of. But you can see the concept. You won't be presented with opportunities that don't suit you because you'll either get bored or they won't help you grow. So when an opportunity passes you by, just let it go. It doesn't matter. It's a toy you couldn't play with, and there will be plenty more, better than the ones that came before. The choices I was talking about that you have in abundance is your mood. You always have the choice to feel however you want at any time. Some people might try and influence that choice, or they might even try and take it away from you. but it's still yours, and they can only take your choices if you give them away. That's why it's called handing over your power. The only power anybody ever has over you is through your mood, and the only way you can stay on top of this is by minding your own mood. Noticing how you're feeling at any time and choosing to feel as good as you can, as often as you can. As good as you can, as often as you can. Got it? And you practice. Because that's your power. And when you're connected to your source energy by feeling great and consciously choosing to stay there, you are much more powerful than anybody who has to manipulate people to feel good. You're more powerful than the narcissist. You're more powerful than that crabby boss. You're much more powerful than your parents. And you're more powerful than a fearful government. Your power comes from your connection with your higher self. It's where your opportunities lie. And it's where your purpose expands for bigger and better opportunities. This is creating a happy, fulfilled and exciting life for you. Let me know in the comments below the video when you've recognized your guidance at work.